日本酒、日本海です。
はい。
お通しです。これはタコときゅうりの梅和え。
はい。
No.
It's sake. Yes.
Wow, that's so clear.
ありがとう。
It's named 日本刀。
日本と。
So, which means Japanese sword, right? Yeah.
Okay.
日本刀。Let's have a toast.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
乾杯。
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yes. It's not a strong alcohol, I guess 20%. It doesn't feel like a powerful alcohol.
It's very easy to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what is this?
So yeah, it's happeritsu.
Octopus and
Pickled.
yeah. Octopus and cucumber and
Okay.
it's
This
Right, it
sauce
looks
is.
like all I have.
yeah, sauce is
This
pickled prawn.
Yeah, that's good. We were snorkeling in Okinawa and we saw an octopus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was unexpected and very nice.
How long did you spend in Okinawa? How long?
Well, we were in the Karama Shoto National Park on Zamamian and we were 4 nights.
Wow, that's nice.
It was really nice.
So beautiful to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very photogenic. This is a magnificent appetite.
Yeah, really good. In Canada, you can get Japanese food, but it's mostly just sushi or ramen. You don't get all the other types of food, so that's been really fun to discover all the other stuff.
Yeah, or more than like in Canada, they merge it all into one type, right? Instead of all of a sudden suction. Right? Because here, like, I find you can go to a restaurant and find all these little bits, and then everything you can purchase small items all at once, but there's kind of one big set. So it is preparations are very different. And that's the thing, I guess the technique is something you definitely see very different.
And it's always beautiful because they're little dishes and lots of little dishes. It's just so beautiful and so tasty.
So what made you to come to Japan?
Well, there's no really good reason why we came. We wanted to go somewhere on a honeymoon, and we wanted somewhere that we don't think we'd be able to. Neither of us have been to before. None of us have been to Japan, and we heard Japan might be a bit expensive, so we thought, well, why not go for a big trip? And so we put together money because of COVID and stuff, and so we all come to Japan, I guess, for that. And also, I've always wanted to see, like, we hear a lot about Japan in Canada, and we hear it's far away and kind of, if you go, you have to go for a while, because it's a lot.
Yeah.
So with 23 days, why not? It was good. I think it's been a great decision.
Yeah, and he really likes like fish, seafood, and we wanted somewhere we could go snorkeling. And Japan just has everything. Once we started to research a bit, it's
she wants to hike mountains too.
Yeah, I wanted to hike in the mountains, and he wanted to go snorkeling, and you can do both in Japan. And so much history and culture and great food and great cities. So it just really, it has. When we were trying to decide where to go, we felt like Japan has everything that you could want in a trip.
Yeah, and then we just needed to find the time and do it. We're here. It's great. Now we're on the 22nd of 23 days.
So tomorrow's our last full day.
Wow, so sad.
I know, I'm not ready to leave.
Did you enjoy a lot in Japan?
Yeah, we love Japan.
Where did you go?
Oh, we almost did too much. So I know every time we meet tourists in Canada, we tell them like you're trying to be too ambitious. But here we are being very ambitious. Because we arrived in Tokyo, went right away to Kyoto, and we were there for 2 days. And then we went to Tanabe to walk the Kumano-Kodo.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You walk a lot in
Yeah,
Kumano-Kodo?
we walked 3 days. of
Wow.
walking. Yeah, 12 kilometers each. 2 days, and 1 day 7K.
Wow.
We stayed at quiet onsen, so we could
Wow,
have onsens
great.
in the river.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and afterwards went to Osaka for 1 day, and then to Meiji for 1 day, and then to Hiroshima for 2 days, and then we went to Nojima,
Yes.
back to Hiroshima, and
Yeah,
went
yeah.
out to
Yeah, where we biked along
Yeah,
the islands
in
instead
this-
of
Ah,
Sea.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where?
yes,
しまなみ海道。
yeah,
Ah,
Shimikura.
Did you?
We went to the
Yeah.
bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
So for
Great,
2 days,
great.
so we
I
biked
did
for 1 day.
25K.
I want to do
Wow.
it.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good weather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
yeah.
weather. It's
Wow,
cool.
Perfect.
It
nice.
was
Wow.
beautiful. And it was pretty easy. We did a lot less. Like some people do the whole 70 kilometers, but we only did about a third of it.
Yeah, so we took a ferry to Setoda.
Ah.
Setoda south.
So we biked only about 20 kilometers, and then we stayed at Ninshuku, and then we biked back.
Oh, it's such a
It's
good
nice.
ride.
It's beautiful
Oh.
over the
Wow.
bridges.
Yeah.
And then we
Then we went to Kagoshima. We went to
Oh,
Kagoshima
wow.
for 3 days. And then we went to Uzami in the Karamasho
Ah,
for
yeah, yeah,
4
yeah.
days. And now Tokyo for 3 days.
Wow.
And this is day 2 of Tokyo.
so many places.
And then
Yeah.
back to Canada.
You guys are the best
Yeah.
big adventure
Yeah.
for
Yeah, yeah.
our
Okay.
to our guests.
Maybe we are
Yeah.
opposite because we've seen so much and now we're at the end so we can think about it. We were looking to digest it when we get back home. Maybe we digest today.
We like cities, but we also really like to do stuff outside. So that's why I wanted to do the hiking and the biking and the snorkeling. And the landscape is so varied. That's what, like when I send pictures home to my family, they say, wow, the landscape in Japan is so different. You're in a mountain one week, then you're on a beach, then you're in a big city. It's just so much to do.
Yeah.
Everything's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
so beautiful.
Yeah, rural is so beautiful and city is beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. So what's here?
Do you know?
Well, so we have maguro, which is
maguro.
fatty maguro. We have taco.
Oh, do you know Japanese name?
No, but seafood. We have
He's
all
trying to
that.
learn.
But then this, it's redfish. It's a red snapper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Red snapper, yeah.
What's that in Japanese?
Thai.
Thai?
Thai.
Thai.
This is radish.
Yes.
And do you know shiso?
Shiso no.
Yeah, Japanese. It's Japanese herb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then what about this one?
How can I say? Aji.
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 Okay.
Do you know aji?
Yes, we've had aji before.
It's horse mackerel.
Horse mackerel.
Okay, mackerel.
Okay.
Do you like eat wasabi?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course, of course.
Yes.
So what's the proper way? Like, do I put wasabi on first?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, put wasabi on, and then put in the soy sauce.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes in Canada, I don't know if this is something you ever do, but sometimes we put wasabi in our soy sauce. Is that like something you do in Japan or something you don't do in Japan?
Some people do, but it's not proper, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
How about the octopus?
The octopus is very good. Yes, very well prepared. I've never been able to make it that way because you have a special like massage and vinegar preparation.
She- He said it's raw octopus.
Raw.
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's not perfectly raw because you can see how it's slightly white, and that's a sign that the muscle has started to cure and contract.
Wow.
And so it's not because
So it might have done
normally it's
something
very
to it?
yeah, but very very light. So it could be like a couple minutes of vinegar or something, but very minimal. Because like the shrimp we had in Okinawa, that was actually raw. It has a different hue.
Yeah, salmon is tasty.
There's no salmon.
Yeah.
That is a big fish. So in North America, salmon is the big fish. It's more
Yeah.
common than maguro.
Also,
Yeah.
maguro is popular in Canada.
But not as much as sake. The salmon is
Salmon.
much more
Ah,
popular.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And tuna is not.
Mhm.
So that's
It's
one.
still popular.
It is, but it's a big shock because when we see Japanese cuisine, it's always salmon.
Mm.
And when you come here, salmon is not as big. You don't see it as much.
How do you eat salmon in Canada?
All kinds of ways.
Lots of ways.
うん。
Barbecue sometimes.
Oh, barbecue.
Yeah, or
Smoked,
baked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, or smoked. It's like a
salmon
cold
is
smoked.
very, very popular.
Smoked salmon.
Yeah.
Wow, sounds nice.
It is
Sounds
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah, the Norwegians are famous for it, but also the indigenous people of Western Canada are big smoked salmon. Because Western Canada has a lot of salmon. It's one of the biggest salmon producing areas in the
Really?
world. Yeah, yeah. So they eat it everywhere.
はい、ありがとうございま
Karage.
す。唐揚げ。What do you do?
What do we do?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll go first. I work for the government of Canada.
Oh.
Canada Seafood, yes. I believe it is-
Seafood.
Seafood, or
Oh.
is that seafood government in Japanese? Anyways,
Oh.
government.
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah,
Canada.
yeah. Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Yeah. And my specialty is aquaculture of oysters and mussels and others. So it's kaki, tokai, aquaculture.
Wow.
So I work on the regulation, so how much harvest there exists in Canada and the limits on that harvest, and understanding the industry and where it's going and everything involved with that. But it's a small group within a broader group of fishing department of government of Canada. So yeah, that's why I like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And I also work for Government of Canada.
Yeah.
I work on like protected areas. So parks, kind of like encouraging there to be more protected areas in Canada.
Oh.
Especially right now in the north of Canada, so like the Arctic, which has been really cool for the last year.
Do you know of Nunavut?
Sorry?
The part of Canada called Nunavut. So it's the, you know, in Canada,
Yeah.
in the north, there's this big triangle of islands, and that's the northernmost part of Canada, and that's called Nunavut. And it's the land that was designated for the Inuit, or part of the Inuit. Actually, no, it's just their territory. And it's the most remote part of
Yes.
Canada, hardest to get to.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's been, as part of my job over the last year, I've got to travel up north, which has been really cool to see a part of Canada that I hadn't visited before, and that not a lot of people live in that part of Canada. But it's really interesting. So that's one of the reasons too. It's been cool to visit some of the national parks in Japan, like that are also just really beautiful. Just so many beautiful national parks, and I like parks.
Yeah. You guys really like your job? You love?
Oh yeah, we love
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're very fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this?
It's little squid tempura.
Very
Squid?
small.
Oh, cute.
Tiny
Nice.
squid.
Oh, delicious. I really liked this.
Oh.
I liked the tuna. It was really good.
Mm.
And I liked the smaller bits of octopus.
This one was the one in the middle.
What was that?
I forget.
Maybe
It's not the horse snapper. It was the other one.
snapper.
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 Yeah.
It was
That was the
really
best.
good. Yeah, it's so good. Okay.
Very, very delicious.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
I know they're
This
so
one is-
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is season
Yes.
now.
Oh,
It's
okay. Yeah, these squid are really good. They're cool.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had anything like that before. Like a whole squid.
Oh,
Little
yeah,
squid,
yeah,
I've never
yeah.
had that before.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Usually it's tentacle.
Mm. Can try.
Okay.
It's wagyu, little bit grilled.
Yes.
So how should we eat that with the?
It's already
Yes, already.
tasted.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. そうか。
あ、すいません。
Did you like it?
I did, yes. yes.
Would you like
It
to
has a-
try it?
Oh, the leaf?
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We call it shiso.
So,
Yeah, it's very fragrant.
what does it taste like?
I would say like a spicy radish leaf, but it has like 3
Okay.
stages of flavor.
Mm.
So you have what seems to be mint, but it's not quite
Ah,
mint.
yes.
And then it goes up to something more bitter, like radish leaf. So it's like a cross between mint and radish leaf.
Mm.
Yeah, that's really good.
Have you had raw meat?
Oh yes, yeah. Before you, but not here in Japan.
Oh.
I don't think I've had raw beef before.
Oh, I have.
Not like this.
Can I squeeze the lemon?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. Do. Please take some right here. I insist. And
Bon appetit.
Yeah.
Bon appetit.
Cheese.
Yeah.
This time. Très bon.
Yeah, it's so tender.
We noticed there's a lot of Japan-France affinity. I think a lot of Japanese people we met talk about Paris or France, and a lot of French people here talk about Japan. It seems to be a strong cultural bond that's between the two countries that we weren't expecting. And yeah, it's kind of surprising. But cool.
And it's been fun for Francois because
Yes.
I don't speak very much French. So he's like to speak French to all the French tourists that we
Ah.
Yes.
met here. He likes any opportunity to speak French.
Yeah. It's some difference between French and Canadian French.
There is. So, the greatest insult
Salt.
is that in France,
Mm.
the movies from Canada have subtitles because they can't
Ah,
understand
yeah,
the
yeah.
French.
Oh.
But movies from France and Canada, no
Yeah.
subtitles. 'Cause we can understand.
Okay.
Maybe it's England and America.
Somewhat, but even England, America, they can understand the English on both sides.
Yeah.
But in France, there's some people in France who I've met who cannot understand what I say. They say,
Ah.
non merci,
Okay.
en anglais s'il te plaît. And that breaks my heart. Big.
Yeah.
Oh. So yes, there are some differences. But I've been to France twice, 3 times in my life, and I've enjoyed it. And yeah, it's a minority who can't understand me. The majority are very fun.
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。すいません。卵。お、っていうのは卵。
Yeah, it's good.
Tamago.
Tomato?
Inside is
So that's the omelet.
cotero.
Okay.
And this is mayonnaise and cocoa.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
cool.
Oh, so the eggs inside.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is an omelet, right? This one.
With the eggs inside.
Please
It's like
eat.
2 types of eggs.
Yeah.
Please eat still hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chicken and fish eggs.
Okay, so the mayonnaise goes on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for us, the one that was most striking was we did the Manakoto.
Mm.
It was striking because every time we went, there's a stop saying this is a very important place for Japanese people. But no Japanese people were walking the Manakoto.
Yeah.
Really?
It was just
It's all
Europeans
foreigners.
and people and us.
Yeah.
And so we were there at these big message boards saying this is supremely important. The emperor passed through here. Very, very important pilgrimage route for this Buddhist sect. And then you get to Hongu, it's a big, procession, and no Japanese tourists. It's
There were Japanese
There's a
tourists
few, but
going to the shrines, but not
Yeah.
walking
it
the
was
trails.
it was very striking to go on a holy pilgrimage for Japanese people with almost no Japanese people. doing the
Where
pilgrimage.
is here? Where is here? Like
Yeah.
it's not Japan.
So what is this?
Oh, this is also
Another Nihonshu.
yeah another
Okay.
Nihonshu. Yes.
Sake.
So how is it different than the one we had before?
Yeah, it looks
The name
slightly
is
yellow, so-
Kokuryu. This is Fukui Prefecture's sake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sante.
Sante.
Ooh.
That's nice too.
Yeah.
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 Different.
it's different.
Yeah, it is different.
But next time you have to go to North Place.
North, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'd love to see the north
Yeah.
of Japan.
Yeah.
Do you want to come again?
Yes.
I'd love to come again.
So I think I've had a hard time navigating because I find the language barriers a lot. But I also feel very comfortable here because it's easy. Like you don't ever feel like, oh, I'm just holding on, like I'm worried. So I feel very, very comfortable, except for the fact that I can't understand anything. I'm trying to read, and I'm trying very slowly to decipher the katakana and hiragana. And okay, I think I know what this means. And that's all things. So that's, I think, one barrier. But if I could come here for another week, 2 weeks, or work, yeah, I'd definitely come back. I'd definitely say yes.
And people are so nice. That's what I found.
Really?
It makes it easy to travel in Japan because even when you don't understand anything, everyone is so helpful
Yeah.
and so kind. So that's made it a very, even though the language barrier is like
Yeah.
like stronger than pretty much anywhere else I've traveled, it's so easy.
Yes.
Yeah, because people are so nice and transit is so well set up and
Could you eat more?
Yes, I can
Yes.
do more.
maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you had grilled mackerel?
Have I had grilled mackerel here? No. In Canada, yes.
I don't think I've had it, but maybe.
Okay. I mean, so it'd be different species because in Canada, where we would eat, it would be the Atlantic Spanish mackerel. This would be Pacific mackerel. So it'd be different, similar looking, but not exactly the same. Type of fish. I mean, of all the things of Japan, that I think the biggest thing that surprised us and has impressed us is the transportation network in the country. So I think that's what Japan is the best at out of all the different parts of the country. Just how easy it is to move between areas anywhere in the country. It's almost like you don't need to reserve. You just show up and go, and you can do that at an affordable price, and it's amazing. It's far better than any other country I've been to.
Well, it's way better than Canada.
Yes.
Because Canada is so big and there's not a lot of people, so there's not a lot of demand for
There's not a lot of service,
transportation. It makes it easy because even though we went so many places on this trip,
Yes.
it was easy because the transportation is so easy. So we liked it. And the train is such a nice way to travel.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
Compared
tourist
to
trains
bus.
are very long.
And you get to look out the window and it's so beautiful. Yeah. So how should we eat this? Is this ginger on the side or something?
This is ginger.
Okay, this is ginger.
Pickled ginger, and this
Okay.
is
Radish.
radish
Radish.
and soy sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And this is mackerel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely looks like mackerel.
So when you eat mackerel with this one, this radish,
It's so beautiful.
yeah.
Yes.
And then you just put this on top?
Yeah.
Go with the grain. Yeah. Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, what do you think?
Oh,
Tasty?
yeah, it's good. It's very good. It's grilled at a very good time. So it's not too overcooked. It's partially raw. Slightly underdone, but yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
Very good breakfast. And it definitely tastes like mackerel. Just like Atlantic mackerel.
Yeah, tasty. Go ahead and take that one, yeah, please.
You eat already.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yes.
You can eat more.
Yeah. If you want.
No more for me.
Alright, well, I'll take it. Are you sure you don't want any?
Yeah, I can eat every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take half of each.
Yeah.
And so what's your favorite kind of Japanese food?
Yeah, it's boring, but sushi.
It's so boring.
Oh, that is boring. I love it. I was hoping to discover as much sushi as possible here. So it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You know,
Yeah.
it means it's not just for tourists.
Yeah. It's so popular. Have you been to train sushi?
No, we haven't. We were hoping to do one before we leave.
Maybe tomorrow we'll do one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a good place to go that you recommend for the... Shrimp sushi?
Yeah,
Sushiro.
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 Sushiro. Okay, we should write that down.
Yes. Where is that?
A chain restaurant.
Chain
Yeah,
restaurant.
we have so many sushiro
Okay.
in Tokyo, but
Okay.
it's really popular.
Okay.
So have you two ever been to Canada?
No, I have never been there, but
we
want to go.
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
And where in Canada would you like to go?
I don't know.
I want to see very
Niagara
big
Falls.
Niagara Falls.
You want to see Niagara Falls?
Niagara Falls
Yeah.
is nice.
Where is the
It's-
recommend place?
Oh, so I mean, Canada is the second
It's
biggest
so
country.
big.
Yeah.
So each province is like its own country. So you should treat each province like a country and pick one, maybe two. But to do all 13, I mean, most Canadians never do that. So, yeah. So one trip, if you do Niagara Falls, then
Yeah.
you'd be going Toronto, Niagara, either south to the United States, like New York City, or you go north to Quebec, to like Montreal, Quebec City. And so that's a very nice trip. And in fact, a classic trip when my grandparents were doing trips would be the triangle. So they go Toronto, Montreal, New York City, back to Toronto in that triangle. And it's about 6 to 8 hours of driving each leg of that triangle. So it's a very nice trip. You can do that over a week.
But the prettiest part of Canada is on the west coast,
Yeah.
which is also closer to Japan.
Yeah. So Vancouver.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And one of the best romantic ones, Vancouver to Calgary, going through that Rocky
The
Mountains.
Rocky Mountains.
Ah,
They're really
nice.
Very, very famous.
But if you like nature, then the
Yeah.
west coast
Yeah.
of Canada is the nicest, like Vancouver and the Rocky Mountains. And then kind of we're from Ottawa, which is the national capital that no one has really heard of because it's a smaller city, but it's close to Toronto and Montreal. So if you like cities, then that part is nice.
Yeah.
Could you see Aurora?
Ah,
Aurora, yeah, but that's in the north.
You have
So-
to go pretty far north to see Aurora.
Yeah, so in north of the 60th parallel, I'd say. So I have the 3 territories.
You have to go north and you have to go in the winter.
Yes.
Because in the summer in the north, it's light almost all the time, so you can't see it. So you have to go when it's cold and pretty far north. So we saw it this
This
Winter.
winter we went to
So I went to-
Iqaluit.
I went to Nunavut for work, and François came to visit, and we saw it when we were there.
Wow.
But where we live, you have to be very lucky to see it where we
Yeah.
live.
Oh,
One thing we're very impressed with Japan is the diversity of rice cookers. We went into a shopping mall,
Yeah.
and there's an entire row of
Yeah.
rice machines.
Yeah.
And we think rice machines are very small and cheap, but here you have expensive luxury rice machines. Very good, I imagine.
But it makes sense because all the rice we have here is so good.
Yes,
Mm.
much
It's
better than
almost
back
like
home.
a different food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Like, I think I make okay rice in Canada, but coming here, I don't know.
It's way better.
Very bad rice.
Even just plain rice
Yeah.
here is like, I would never just eat plain rice in Canada because it's not very good, but here, plain rice is so good.
Yeah. I like plain rice though, only.
Yeah.
これもかな。これもかな。
Small fish
Yes.
あ、これもじゃあいただきます。はい。
and yellow tail and green
Yellowtail.
onion.
Mmm,
Alright,
that's
so
delicious.
it's totally seared on the side. Wow. That's
Yeah, that's tasty.
うん。美味しい。
Delicious.
Yeah, it's
デリシュ
delicious.
デリシュ。
You're gonna have to get a good rice maker, maybe. These little fish is something I've never seen before coming to Japan.
So this is a honeymoon for you guys.
It is a honeymoon, yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a delayed honeymoon. We got married in
2021.
2021, but it was hard to travel that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
No traveling.
So, yeah.
Now,
It's a year and a bit
it took
later.
us a while to plan, and yeah, so now we're here.
It's been a perfect honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal.
あ、はい。ありがとうございます。
Oh, that's-
Wow, so beautiful. Okay, so what is this?
Black sugar. Black
Okay,
sugar.
black sugar.
And this is red bean paste.
Okay, nice.
And matcha ice cream.
And these
And dango. Mochi?
mochi.
Kind of mochi.
Okay, kind of
This
mochi.
is a Japanese deep fried brown sugar snack.
Oh, I'm excited. That sounds
That's it.
delicious. Okay. Interesting, black sugar. That's good.
Good.
Yeah, I like that. You don't like it?
You don't like it?
It's kind of like caramel.
Yeah. No.
It's like caramel, but
Yeah.
like richer.
Yeah, it's like a richer caramel. Yeah. It's like a rich caramel. Like on its own, sure, but you can have the other. if you
Everyone can
want.
have their preference. Yeah, I like
That's
yours.
okay.
I like it.
That's why we get married. We can share. That's something.
Do you like red bean paste?
Yeah, I just had a bite of that. It's really good.
I
I love.
vegan.
Oh man, I love the black bean paste. You're not as much of a dessert person.
No, I like desserts.
You can eat everything.
I know, I'll eat it. I'm not gonna appreciate it.
I like that. Yeah. It's not my kind of flavor.
Oh, I love the black bean paste. Well, this has been so delicious.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think this is one of the best meals we've had in Japan.
Can I ask one more time?
Yeah.
So could you tell me today's impression?
The impression
Yeah.
of the food.
Yeah.
It's
It's all so delicious. Yeah.
flavors that really spark joy and good reactions.
And so many different things. So many different things to try. And it was so nice to have you to kind of show us what to try. Because sometimes we don't know what to pick on the menu. So some stuff that we would never have picked otherwise, but really surprised us. Like the egg.
Yeah, the devil egg.
Yeah, the eggs with the eggs inside, and the dessert was so good. Sashimi, it's all delicious, and very fun to chat with you too.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merci.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's so unexpected.
Yeah.
It's good.
Please enjoy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Last day. Yeah.
We will. We're gonna be so sad to leave.
Yeah. No regrets.
No regrets.
No. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.